learn about the percent ABS, percent DEC, percent integer, and percent div, and more built-in function. And in logical comparison, we will learn about the percent EOF, percent error, and percent found, and percent open, and percent equal built-in function. And in datetime built-in function, we will learn about the percent days, percent date, percent date, percent days, percent month, and about the more built-in functions. So, what is built-in functions? So, built-in functions are the predefined functions that is already available in the programming language, and these functions can be directly used in the program to perform some specific operations. So in previous session, you have learned about the opcodes. So we will see what is the difference between opcodes and built-in functions. So opcodes generally means operational codes that are mostly used in fixed format. And while giving these opcode in fixed format, we have to specific them in operational block in C spec. But built-in function in general, we can say modification of opcodes. Unlike opcodes, built-in functions can be used in free format. And to specify any built-in function, we have to use percent symbol in front of them. So this is the first built-in function, percent ABS. So we use percent ABS built-in function if we want to convert a negative value into a positive one, or if we want to get a absolute value. So in that case, we use percent ABS built-in function. And if here we can see the syntax of the percent ABS built-in function. So it takes the value as an argument, and if we will pass the non-negative value as an argument, then in that case the value will be remain unchanged. So now I will go to the program, and we will see how we can use this built-in function in the programs. So, so here I have declared three variable, and these three variable has different values. The first variable contains the -1 negative value, and the second variable contains the -23 negative value, and the third variable contains negative decimal value, and in fourth variable we can see the it contains the non-negative value. So I want to convert all these values into positive ones. So here I have passed in main logic, I have passed all these variable as an argument in the percent ABS. And now we will see the program in debug mode. So now first we will check the value of the num1, and we can see the value is negative. Now I will execute this line, and this value should be converted in positive. So now we will see the value of num1, and we can see now the value is non-negative value. In the same way, I will execute the second line, but we will see the value of the num2, and we can see the value is minus 123. And we will also see the value of num3 and num4. We can see it's a negative decimal value, and we can see the fourth variable value, and we can see it's already non-negative value. So in that case, the value should be remain unchanged. So I will execute all the lines one by one, and we will see the value. Okay, so here we will see the value of the second variable, and we will see the value has been converted. And we will see the num3 value, and we can see also the negative sign has been removed. So now we will see the value of the fourth variable, and we can see the value remain unchanged. So now the display keyword will display all the values. So this is how this is how we can use the percent ABS in the programs. Now I will move to the next built-in functions. So percent DEC. Percent DEC built-in function is useful if we want to convert a character, a integer, and a logical value into decimal format. So for that we can use percent DEC built-in functions, and this is the format of the percent DEC. Here we need to pass three arguments. The first will be the converted argument, the value which we want to convert, and the second will be the digits, and the third will be the decimal places, how many decimal places we want. So these two arguments are optional, but if we pass we will if we will pass the second argument, it's required to pass the third argument. So now we will see the program. So here I have declared the variable, and in first variable I have passed a value which has the character type, and in second variable I have passed an integer type value, and in third variable I have passed again a character type value, and in third variable I have passed a value which has character type but a character value. So I want to convert all these value into the decimal format. So here in main logic, we can see I have passed the and uh, first variable, and we can see I have give the five digits. The length should be five, and it should contain two. It should be contain two decimal places, and in the same way, I have passed all the variables, and I want to convert all the variables into decimal format. But here we will see. On the line number 13, I have passed a character value, but in that case, it should percent DC should throw an error because percent DC cannot convert a character value into decimal format. So now we will see the program in the debug mode. So now we will see the value of the first variable, and we can see the value is 7, which has the character type. So now it should be the percent DC should be converted this value into decimal format with two decimal places. So now I have execute the line, and we will see the result, and we can see it converted that character type value into decimal format. Here we can see it gives us two decimal places, and now we will see the second argument, and we see it has the integer type, so it also should be converted in a decimal format with two decimal places. So I will execute this line, and we will see the result. So here we can see we got this into decimal format, and we will see the value of the third variable, and we can see the value is 51, which is character type. But here you can see I have passed the decimal places as 0. So in that case, there will be no decimal places. So now I will execute this line, and we will see. Here you can see it converted it into integer format because I have passed here the 0 decimal places. So now there will be no decimal places when it will convert it into decimal format. So now we will see the fourth variable, and you can see the fourth variable is has the character value. So in that case, it should throw the error. So we got the error like a character representation of a numeric value is an error because percent %dc cannot convert a character value into a numeric one. So in that case, we got the error. So now the display keyword will display. Okay, sorry, because we got the error, so the our program will terminate. So this is how we can use the percent %dc. Percent integer, percent integer built-in function. We use a percent integer built-in function if we want to convert a character, a decimal, and a logical value into an integer type. So in that case, we use the percent integer, and the syntax of the percent integer is, we can pass the convert value as an argument in it. And in the below example, we can see here the 123 has a character type, and the percent integer will convert this value into integer type as a 123. So we will see the program. So here I have declared two variable. The first variable has the value as a 123 as a character type, and the second contain a decimal value. So here in the main logic, I want to convert these two values into integer type. So I have passed these two variable into integer built-in function. So we will see this things in debug. We'll call the program. So now we will see the value. Here we can see the value is 123. Now it should be converted into integer type. So now the line has been executed, and now we will see the value. Here we can see the value has been converted into integer type. Now the display keyword will display it. Now again we will see the value of the second variable, and we can see it has the decimal. It is the decimal type value, so it should also be converted into integer type. So now we will see, and we can see the decimal places has been removed. So this is how percent integer works. Now we will see the percent reminder. So percent reminder built-in functions always returns the reminder of the two values. If we divide two values with each other, then in that case, it always gives us the reminder as a value. So in the example, you can see we we can you can see there's two arguments 10 and 3, where the 10 will be divided by 3. So in that case the reminder will be 1, and the percent reminder will return 1 as a result. So we will see it in the program. So here we can see two variable num and num2. So num1 contains 25 as a value, and num2 contains 4 as a value. So here I have passed these num1 and num2 in the reminder built-in function, and num1 will be divided by num2. So here we should get the reminder as a result. So I will put this program on debug mode. Here we can see the reminder should be 1. So now I will execute this line. Here you can see we got the reminder as 1. So this is how percent reminder works. And now we will see percent division, and percent division built-in function always returns the quotient of two values if we divide two values with each other. So in that case, percent division gives the quotient. If we want to get the quotient of two values, then in that case we can use percent division, and it always returns the integer portion of the quotient. And in the example, we can see the 10 will be divided by 3, and the quotient should be 3. So we will see it in the example. So here I pass the 25 and 11 in two variables A and B, and I will here in the main logic you can see I have used percent division built-in function and pass the A and B as an argument where A will be divided by B, and in line number 18 I have also again used the percent reminder built-in functions to get the reminder, because all percent division always skips the reminder and always gives the quotient as a result. So here we'll put this program in debug mode. We will see the value of A and B. The value of A is 25 and we can see the value of B is 11. So now I will execute the line and we will see. So here the quotient should be 2 and the remainder should be 3. Once when the 25 will be divided by 11, so we will see the result. We can see the quotient is 2 and the remainder should be 3. And we got the 3 as a result. So now display will display the value of the C and D. Okay. So this is how we can use the percent reminder, and now we will move to the next. So percent max built-in function uh, is useful if we want to compare multiple values with each other, and we want to get the maximum among the multiple values. So percent max we use percent max built-in function if we want to if we compare multiple values with each other, and we want to get the maximum among these value, in that case we use percent max. It gives us the maximum value. So in the example we can see there is three values which is passed in the percent max built-in function: 10, 20 and 30, and the maximum value will be 30, so it should return us 30. So and in the second example we can see there is three alphabetical characters A, B and C, and C is the greater, so percent max should return C as a maximum value. So now we will see in the program. Okay, here so in I have declared three variable, and I have passed 100 and 110 and 111 in these three variable, and here in line number 14 and 15 I have also declare two variable which will contain two dates. Here we can see 1 October 2024 and 10th October 2024. So I want to get the maximum value among these three variable, and also I want to get the maximum date from these two variable. So here we can see the maximum value should be 1111, and the maximum date should be 10th October 2024. So we'll debug this program. Here we will check the values. So we can see the num1 is 100, num2 is 110, and num3 is 111. So here we know the maximum value is 111. So our result should be 111. Here we can see the maximum value is 111, and the display keyword will display it. Here here we will see the date. The date is 1 October 2024, and date 2 contains 8 October 2024. So here 8 October 2024 is the maximum date. So it should return the 8 October as a result. Now we will see the result, and we can see, sorry, we can see 8 October, we got the 8 October 2024 in the result. Percent minimum built-in function is useful if we want to get the multiple value among the we want to get the minimum value among the multiple values. In that case, we can use percent minimum. It always returns the minimum value. So in the example, we can see from the 10, 20 and 30, the minimum value is 10. So the percent minimum will return 10. And the second example, we can see the from A, B, C, the minimum value is A. So min built-in function will return A as a minimum value. So we will see it in the program. So here we can see the values in num1 and num2, which is 100 and 110 and 111. So and again the date 1 and date 2 has the one date is 1 October 2024 and 8 October 2024. So here we will in the main logic we can see I have used a percent minimum to get the minimum value among these three variable, and want use and also pass the date in the percent minimum built-in functions to get the minimum date. So here we know the minimum value is 100 and the minimum date is 1 October 2024. So we'll see it in debug. So now we know the minimum value should be 100. So we'll execute this line and we will see. Here we can see Here we can see the minimum value is 100 and the minimum date should be 1 October 2024. So here we can see we got the minimum date 1 October 2024 as a result. So this is how we can use percent minimum. And now we will see the percent end of the file. So percent end of the file is used when we want to deduct the end of the file during the file operation. For an example, if we want to read all the records in a file, and after reading all the records, there is no records to be read, and we so in that case we reach to the end of the file, and now the percent end of the file will become true, means it will return 0. And if there will be records in the file, in that case the percent end of the file will be 0. So here in the example we can see here in the example I'm reading the file. Here we can see there is a read operation on the file, and uh, percent end of the file with the if condition, and if there will be the records in the file, in that case the if condition will be if there will be no record in the file, then in that case the if condition will be execute, and then we can handle the file conditions. So now we will see in the program like how we can use the percent end of the file. So here I have declared two file 3 and file 4 in the input mode, which has the key. Here K indicates like both the files are the key file. And in line number 13, I have applied the setll with the lowell on the file 3, and then I'm reading the file 3. So what setll will do, setll will set the position of the pointer on the first record in the file 3, and read will read the record, and if there will be record in the file, in that case percent and end of the file will return 0. Otherwise, if there will be no record, in that case percent end of the file will return 1. And here in line number 22, again I've applied the settle on the file 4 and reading the records. So if there will be record in the file, we know percent end of the file will return 0. Otherwise, it will return 1. And here in the if condition, we want to know like if we reach to the end of the file or not. So first we will see the record in the file. Okay, in this session we will see. So the file was file 3 and file 4. So we will see the results there. So we can see there is no record in the file in file 3. And in file 4, we know we have 2 records. So now I will put the program on the debug mode. So we know there is no record in the file 3. So in that case, percent end of the file should return 1 because there is no record and we are on the end of the file. So now our if condition will be executed and we will go inside the if condition and the display will display the message like as record does not exist in the file. So now we can see our if condition gets executed. And in the second, we know the file 4 has 2 records. So in that case, percent end of the file should return 0. And here I have give the not to what it will happen, what it will do. If it will be 0, in that case, not 0, it will become 1. So now we will go inside the loop and display will display like record found in the file, and again it will read the second record. And in that case, again the percent end of the file will return 0. And because we have the not, so it will be 1. It will become 1. So now again we got the result. We got the record in the file. And now there is no record in the file. So in that case, percent end of the file will become 1. So now it percent end of the file will return 1 and we have not here, so it will become 0. So we will get the false. So now we will come out from the loop, and here we know percent end of the file is 1. So our if condition will be true and it will display the message like all records are fetched and we have reached to the end of the file. So here we can see if condition has been executed and it display the message. So this is how we can use the percent end of the file. And now we will see how we can use percent found. So percent found built-in function is useful if we want to determine that the most recent file operation is successful in finding a record in a file. And it will return 1 if the recent operation found a record in the file, and it the operation gets successful. In that case it returns 1. Otherwise it returns 0. So we always use a percent found with the chain operation. So we will see it in the program. So here I have declared file 1 in the update mode, which is also a keyed file. And I have also declared one variable which will store the key value. So in main logic, I have stored 9 value in the key variable. And here I have applied the chain operation on the file 1 with this key value 9. And if we will get, if we will found the this key value in the file, in that case percent found will return 1. Otherwise it will return 0. So here again I have stored one key value 11 in the key variable, and here again I have applied the chain operation on the file with that key. And if the key will be available, available, then percent found will return 1, otherwise it will return 0. So first we will see the value of the file 1, and then we will debug the program and we will see the results. So here we can see the value of the file 1, and our first value was 9, which is available in the file, and our second key value was 11. So here we can see there is no value as 11 in the file. So in that case, percent found should return 0, and here we can see the 9 is available. So in that case, percent found should return 1. We'll put the program on debug mode. So here we will check the value of the key. So here we can see the value is 9, and we know the 9 is available in the file. So in that case, we found the record, so it should be true. And uh, if condition will be executed, and we can see it will display the record found. And here we again we will see the value because we assigned the value as 11. So here we know the value key value is 11. So we know we have seen the records in the file 1, and we know there is no record in the file as 11. So in that case, uh, percent found should return 0, because we will not be found any records as 11 in the file. So if condition will be false, and we will move to the else part. So here we can see we move to the else part, and it will display record not found. So this is how we can use the percent found. And now we will move to the next slide, and we will see the percent equal. Uh, So percent equal built-in function is useful to determine that the most recent file operation found the exact match in the file. So in that case, like if we want to get the exact match, if we want to get the result, like if we found the exact match or not, so in that case we use percent equal. So percent equal always should be used with this settle, and it returns 1 if the file operation found the exact match, otherwise it returns 0. So we will see it in the program. So here I've declared the file 1 in update mode again, and we know it is a keyed file, and this is the variable which will contain our key value. So here I have assigned the 9 as a key value and applied this settle on the file 1. So what settle will do? Settle will set the pointer if the ninth record will be available in the file. Otherwise, it will save the pointer on the greater value. And if we will found the exact match, if the key will be available in the file, in that case the percent equal will return 1, otherwise it will return 0. And in line number 24, again I have assigned one another key value, which is 8, and again applied the settle operation on the file 1 with the key value. So we know the settle will set the position of the pointer if the value will be available, otherwise it will set the position on the greater value. So if the eighth value will be available, in that case the equal will return 1, otherwise it will return 0. So first we will see the value in the file 1. Here we know the ninth record is available, but we can see the eighth is not available. But settler always set the pointer on the greater value if the exact match is not available. So in that case, settler set the uh, position on the position of the pointer on the greater value. So here we can see the 9 is available, and we can see the 8 is not available. So we have the exact match 9 here. So in that case, the percent equal should return 1. But in the case of 8, we know the settler will set the pointer on ninth record, but because 8 is not available, so it will set the pointer on ninth record. But the percent equal should return false, because we didn't find the exact match. So now we will see it on the debug mode. Here we will see the value of 9. Uh, Here we can see the variable has a key value as 9, and we know the ninth is available. So in that case, the percent equal will return 1, and or if condition will be satisfied. So now we can see it will display like equal match record found, and here we can see the key value will be 8. We can see here. We can see the key value will be 8. Now we know there is no exact match in the file. So what will happen? Percent equal will return 0. So now we will go to the else part, and it will display the message like equal match record not found. Okay, so this is how we can use percent equal. Now we will move to the next slide, percent error. So, percent error is useful to handle the error that can be accessed during any operation in the program, and it always used within the E opcode extender, which where E specified that an error should be handled by the percent error. So, it also returns one if the most recent operation resulted in an error, otherwise it returns 0. So we will see it in the program. Here we can see I have declared file 2 as a input mode, and here I have also give the keyword A, which denotes like the file is also opened in the write mode. We can also write the record in the file, and we can read the file. So here in the main logic, I have assigned the value in the field 1, field 2, and field 3, which is the field of the file 2. So, and here I am writing the records in the file 2, and here I have give the E opcode extender, which will handle the error, and it will set the status of the percent error. If we will get the error while writing the record in the file 2, so in that case it will set the status of the percent error built-in function as 1. Otherwise, if there will be no error, then in that case it will set the status as a 0. So here I'm trying to writing the record on in file 2, but I do not have authority on file 2 to write the record. So because I do not have authority, so in that case, while writing the record, I should get an error. So if I will get an error, so percent E will handle that error, and we or if condition will be executed, and it will display the message. So now I will put this on debug mode. So here you can see the value will be assigned, and here uh, the one, if I will not use this opcode extender, in that case my program will be terminated. But here I will use E, so E will handle the error, and will set the status of the percent error. So now we can see if condition has been executed, because we got percent error 1. It gives us the value as 1, so 1 means true. So we our if condition has been satisfied, and now it will display the message like not authorized to write the records in the file. Okay, so this is how we can use the percent error. Now we'll move to the next slide. So percent open built-in function is used to check that a file is currently open or not. It is useful if we want to know the status of the file. So we will see it in the program. So here you can see I have declared the file one as a in input mode, and which is also a keyed file. And here I have used the keyword user open, which is specify that it is in a hand in user. Uh, it is in a hand user, and only user can open this file and close this file in the program. If we will not use this user open keyword, so in that case program will automatically open the file when the program will start. But here we have used the percent open file, so in that case the file will not be opened when the program will start. So here we will check if the file will be open, then in that case the percent open will return 1, and otherwise it will return 0. And so here we know we have used user open, so the file should not be open. So else condition will be satisfied. And here on line number 19th, I have opened the file using the open keyword, which will open the file. And again, I have checked like the file has been opened or not. And here I have closed the file using the close keyword. And again, I have checked the file has been closed or not. So I will put this program on debug. So here we know the file should not be opened. So we know the else part should be executed, and it will display the file is not open. And now we have used the open keywords, so that will open the file. And here the if condition should be satisfied, and we can see it will display like file opened. And now we will close the file, and again we will check, because after closing the file should not be open. So now here the else part should be executed. So we see it will display that like the file has been closed. So this is how we can use the percent open in the program. So now we will move to the next slide. Percent date. Percent date built-in function is useful if we want to fetch the current date in the program, and also if we want to convert a character numeric timestamp data into a date type. In a date type, in that case we can use the percent built-in function. And here is the syntax of the date, where we can pass the expression and the format of the date, where expression specify the value which we want to convert, and the date format is specified like in which format we want to convert the date. So we can use the date format like ISO USA, percent MDY, and percent DMY. And so now we will see it in the program. So here you can see I have declared one variable today, which has the type as date, and the second variable is care date, which has in which I have initialized one value, which is the character type. And in the second variable care date one, I have initialized one numeric value, which is a peg type. packed data type. So I want to convert these value into date type, and also in this today's variable I want to fetch the today's date. So in line number 11, I have used the percent date built-in function, and which will fetch the current date and will store that date into today variable. And in line number 13 and 14, I want to convert the date which was the character type. I want to convert the date into date type which will have the USA format. And in line number 14, I again want to convert this numeric value into a date type which will have the ISO format. And line number 16, you will see I am using the percent dt built-in function. So we will first know what is the percent sub dt built-in function. So percent sub dt built-in function is useful like if we want to fetch the specific portion from the date, like if I want to fetch the year from the date, and if I only want to fetch the month from the date, and if I only want to fetch the day from the date, so in that case we can use the sub dt. Here you can see the syntax of the sub dt. The first one will be the value, and the second one is unit. The value is can be date or time stamp, and the unit the unit denotes like what we want to fetch, like year, month, day, what we want to fetch, that denotes the unit. So here you can see I have passed the date here, and from the date I want to fetch the year. So I have passed the star years here, and in this line number 17 I have passed the month. Uh, Month, because I want to fetch the month from the current date. And in line number 18 I have passed the days. So from here what it will return, it will fetch the date from the current date. So now we will see it in the debug. Here the percent date should return the current date, which is 16th. So I will execute this line and we will see the result. So we can see we got the 16th October 2024, and here we know the care date value is we can see this is the character type, and so I want to convert this one into the date type. So now I will execute the line number 13, and we will see the result, and it has been converted into date type. So now here we will see the value of the k date 1, and we can see it's a numeric value, and here I want to convert this one into ISO format. So I will execute this line and we will see the result, and we can see it has been converted into ISO format. And in line number 16, here the sub TT should give us the year, only year as a result, and line number 17 it should also it should give us only month as a result, and here it should give us only days as a result. So I will execute this three line one by one, and we will see the result. Here we can see we got the 2024 as a result, because subdt will only we will only in subdt we only want to fetch the portion of the year. And now we will see the result of the month part, and we know the month is 10, so it give us 10th as a result, and now the day is 16, so it should return 16. So now we can see it returns us 16. So this is how we can use the percent date and percent sub dt built-in function. So now we will see the timestamp. So the percent timestamp built-in function is useful if we want to get the current time stamp. And if we want to convert a character numeric or data into a timestamp format, we can say into timestamp type. So in that case, we use the percent timestamp. And this is the syntax of percent timestamp. Here we can pass the expression and the format of the timestamp. So now we will see the program. So here I have declared the one variable current timestamp, which is the timestamp which has the timestamp type. And here again I have declared the timestamp value, the second variable, which is also the timestamp type. And here I have declared the date value variable, in which I have initialized a date. So here in line number 7, I have used the percent timestamp built-in function, and this built-in function will give us the current timestamp value. And here I have initialized the current timestamp value inside the timestamp value variable. And in line number 10, you can see I have used the percent days, percent months, percent years built-in function. So we will see what first we will see what these are built-in function. So, percent days built-in function convert in a numeric value, or we can say a number, into a duration in days. And we can use date duration if we want to add or subtract days from a date or timestamp. And in the same way, the percent month built-in function works. It convert a number or a numeric value into a duration in month. And we can use that duration if we want to add or subtract that into a date or a timestamp. And percent year also convert a number, or we can say numeric value, into a duration in year. And we can use that duration if we want to add or subtract year from a date or timestamp. So here is the syntax of percent year, where numeric value uh, represent the number of years. So here in the program, you can see the percent days will convert this value in the duration of days. And here I am subtracting date day from the timestamp. And here I am subtracting the month from the timestamp value. And subtracting the year from the timestamp value. And subtracting the hours from the timestamp value. And same as I'm substituting the minutes and second. And in line number 17, I have passed the date value as an argument in the timestamp, and I want to convert that value uh, into a timestamp format. So now we will see the I will put the program on debug mode, and we will see the result. So now the percent timestamp will return the current timestamp value. You can see the current timestamp value where this one is the date, and the 14 is the hour, and 09 is minute, and 55 is second, and this one is the millisecond. So here the current timestamp value will be assigned in the timestamp value variable, and we will see this value also. Here we can see it has the same value. And here I am subtracting the day. Here I have passed the one day in the percent days, which is the number of days. So here one day should be subtract from the date. So here we can see we have the 16. So it should be 15. So now we will see the result. So now we can see one day has been subtracted, and here 2 month should be subtracted, and here 2 years should be subtract from the timestamp, and as well the 1 hour 2 minute and 4 second should be subtract from these values. So we will see the result. Okay, so now we will see the value of the timestamp. So first, here we know I have initialized the current timestamp value. So we know the it is the 10th month and the year is 2024. So the year should be 2022 and the should be um, month should be 8, and the hour should be 13, and the minute should be 7, and here the second should be 51. So we will see the current timestamp value, and we can see the result, like the current timestamp value has been changed. So here I want to convert this date variable value, which is 7 October 2024, into a timestamp format. So here I have passed that value, and now I will execute that line, and percent timestamp should convert that value into timestamp format. So I will execute this line and we will see the result. So here we can see that date value has been converted into timestamp format. So this is how we can use the percent timestamp in the program. So this was all about the today's session. So now if anyone has any question, so they can ask in the chat. So now we will end this session. Thank you, everyone.